more fun for ONIC, at least on the side lanes. Their mid lane is definitely going to suffer. But at the same time, love the Kimmy. Because you can't just... Kimmy is at the point where you got to get to a point where you can't heal the damage. And you can beat out the Estes.
Yeah.
Right? You can beat the healing with a Kimmy. But, again, that relies on a very good early game here for ONIC.
Take it in, ladies and gentlemen, the lineups on Blacklist International and ONIC Philippines going into game number 1. This is, again, a grand finals rematch from the World Championships. Opening up MPL Philippines Season 9. Do note, this is Hatred on the Cho and Baloyski on the Farsa. So now they're using one of their main win conditions.
Switcheroo.
Definitely,
Switcheroo.
this has got to be a Rome Cho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's absolutely fine. This is a great way to kind of slow down the Lilia aggression, right? Slow down the ganks as well here from... Because I feel like you also just kind of just kick off the Balmond and, it's easy to kind of make distance. That's the goal.
That's one of the things that I really love about ONIC, ONIC Esports draft here. They have a really good tank for the Phoveus, a mage healer, or rather a mage damage or magic damager, and also one way to isolate an enemy, or rather a target on the side of Blacklist International. One of the best ways to counter this Uber strat.
Yep. Up top, we see it's the Ruby and the Phoveus matchup. Very rarely do we see Edward in a losing battle early on or even in late. But this one, I can say he might have to think twice for. In mid, it's as expected. The only thing ONIC Philippines has going is their damage, early damage. But that aside, Blacklist can go for days. That's why they sent over Eson to babysit the Filipino sniper down bottom.
Yeah, don't you think they have like kind of a timer here when you get to a certain point? ONIC's early game is great, but their late game is just going to suffer so much, especially if Kyrie doesn't get a great start, and especially if Dilarski can't jump strong on the Phoveus.
Oh, Hatred, but had half health. Kyrie getting chased in. Goes for the Thorn Rose there. Pulling back. Interesting. Blacklist is staying on their side of the map. They're not pushing in.
Yeah, because again, ONIC Philippines are forcing Blacklist International to react in their jungle area, and also Kyrie were able to successfully take down the orange-purple away from Blacklist International. So that's a really tough situation here for Blacklist International. They're always getting ganked up by ONIC Philippines because of their mobility.
Yeah, you traded up the advantage on the draft, and at least this is something that they will take for them, right? You sacrifice, you don't have a late game, that's fine. As long as we can win out early, we can kind of take away, deny some of these jungles, and give Blacklist a hard time. Maybe, that's a big maybe though, that they won't catch up.
Yep, and it's just now we're seeing the effects of that. Baloyski goes for the feathered airstrike, putting Kivier at a third of his health. All this while, Kyrie and Dilarski starting up that turtle already down bottom. It's going to be a 3v2 Hatred, knocking up Haji. Marky, look at this Baloyski coming from the back. He has no ult to speak of. They're going to get shields, though, all around. Haji popping the black shoes there. Almost caught himself up, but there's not enough damage on Marky just yet.
Wow, look at this. The impact of the early aggression of ONIC Philippines to the early game. Kevier is still at level 3.
Whew.
And again, ONIC Philippines just were able to get a free turtle. And with this, Kyrie is already level 6.
Yeah, that's something you don't want to see. You basically double the level here. And that's a sign that Blacklist is definitely struggling here on their early game. But to be fair, that is expected with a Baytrix and a Balmond on your team. So Blacklist was not able to defend their early game. And yeah, Kevier is definitely suffering here on the XP.
Could this be ONIC Philippines giving Blacklist's Kevier that warm welcome?
Oh.
First blood drawn by Hatred and Baloyski in mid. Captain Haji, definitely that ult overloaded. Did not get to pop the flicker nor the black shoes. That's going to be making this about 1k gold lead on the side of ONIC Philippines grow even more.
Yeah, I kind of have to agree that this is the welcome, right? Like,
Yeah.
all right, you want to see how jungling is on the MPL big stage? Here it is. This is how hard it's going to be whenever you face us.
Yeah, talking about difficult. Kevier is still at level 5, Kyrie at level 7. They're trying to group up together. And look at how ONIC Philippines, look, ladies and gentlemen, look at the upper right-hand corner of your screen right there. That's the minimap. Look at how ONIC Philippines occupies the territory of Blacklist International.
That's going to be a nice pull. Kevier finally gets one kill onto Baloyski. Hatred with away the dragon. In comes Kyrie and Dilarski. Popping that, showing Edward his own version of the slam dunk competition. Gets a 2K. Oh man, Kevier just left to watch his allies fall. They are going to translate one more time into a purple steal.
Again, as a Balmond that is under-leveled, under-equipped, that is all you can do at this point. You cannot face off against Kyrie even after using these skills just because of the discrepancy of the attack damage in the armor.
Oh, I'm smelling something fishy here. Could be lethal for ONIC Philippines. They started the turtle. Hatred drawing a line here. Esson getting bursted down. Kyrie takes the turtle. Taking down Esson as well. It's Hatred's turn to fall. It's a 1-for-1 trade so far. Make that 2-for-1. Kyrie gets a 2K into the back line. Kivier falls. He's looking for the Filipino sniper. Maximum charge underneath. Triple kill for Killer Kyrie. And he's still deep behind enemy lines. Edward and Haji looking for the punish. Thorn Rose gonna keep him in check. Haji gonna blast down the Lancelot. Kyrie finally falls, but only after he takes so much from Blacklist.
What a fight for ONIC Philippines. We've seen how they position inside the turtle take or inside the turtle cave. And once Kyrie secured the turtle, he decided to go for the members of Blacklist International one by one. All the squishy heroes. Kevier, yeah, he is a battle mode, but weren't able to get his items as fast as possible, as fast as he normally would. So again, he's really vulnerable to all of this damage output from ONIC Philippines. Marky even, again, just utilizing his first skill, taking down the Estes quite easily. Blacklist International is really on a very difficult situation right now.
They're like, hold on for dear life, guys!
Oh no, Haji!
Haji!
He has the black shoes, but he places himself still in the face of danger. They trade off though. Baloyski still bursted down by Captain Haji. 1-for-1 for those mid laners.
Yeah, that's best case scenario here for Blacklist. That's the minimum that they can get there because they need so much to catch up here. Currently on a 3,000, almost a 3,000 gold advantage here. ONIC is just having a great foothold of this game.
Take a look at the items this time around. 6 minutes, 15 seconds in.
Genius Wand plus the magic attack amplifier for Marky here. So that's a lot of magic reduction here for this young man. And also going for the Berserker's Fury. So the first kill will pop like it's hot. And so I guess, well, they need to be wary of their position. That's the key here for Blacklist International. They can't continue, getting taken down by ONIC one by one.
Yes, Marky will pop and the opponents will drop. Dilarski put out about a fourth of his health. Haji dropping down. The shadow energies. Gloom unable to pop him. Clearly! Oh! Filipino sniper! Oheb!
Living up to his name, man.
Check yourself! Dilarski, his life flashed right before his eyes. They do take the last turtle of the game about 2 minutes before this first turtle comes up. 4-7 in the 7-minute game. I was about to say, at least the one thing the Blacklist has going for them is they are winning gold lane.
Yeah,
they were obeying all the way there since minute 1.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, to be fair, that's a good way to like cope up when you're like down for the count here, at least on the other parts of the map. Just try to focus on where you're strong at.
Yeah.
Try to get something.
Could this be a collapse? Look at this. A 4-man coalition coming in. Hatred goes for 1. Esson falls. The Estes not going to be part of this potentially 5v5 fight waiting. It's a 4v5 and Blacklist have to stick together.
ONIC Philippines, they're capitalizing on their advantage. They're not letting Blacklist International to stand up. They're always one step ahead of Blacklist International. As you can see, going to the bottom lane, prioritizing the gold lane as Leah said earlier, controlling the members of Blacklist International, especially Oheb. Oheb with the current 0-1-1 KDA. This is not a good sign for Blacklist International, especially at around 8-minute mark. What they need to do here is to win a fight. But how? But Baloyski has already got his items, most of his items. I think, if I'm not mistaken, those are 2 items already. A Lightning Truncheon and a COD.
Important thing to note here, man, is even if they try to go for a fight, they are not going to be able to survive long. Their main tank is just so squishy. Look at that Balmond. Same with Esson. You saw Esson just die immediately.
Yeah.
And,
look at this cut on Hatred through that mid lane tier 2. They're just going to push, and they're forcing a response from top lane. That's 3 recalling. Dilarski's not going to let it happen.
They won't make it in time.
Their strike. Edward not tough enough, as we were talking about tanks. Ruby, the way Ruby's built these days, not exactly for frontline effect, it's for initiation.
Yeah, if you're not life stealing, you're not tanking that well. And this Ruby right now is in no position whatsoever to stay in the front without Uncle S on just constantly on that side.
There's so much that Blacklist have to get right. There's so many elements in the formula for them to put in 9 minutes. It's just not ready. And again, as you mentioned, ONIC just kicking them while they're down.
Yeah, exactly. Because there's really no way for Blacklist International to stop Baloyski other than Haji. But we've seen it earlier. Best example was on the middle lane. Haji tried to skirmish with Baloyski, mid lane for the mid lane, but it's a duel. It's mostly even, but with the help of ONIC Philippines, it's really difficult for them to come back from this. Yes, they need to take down the objective, but just as a few seconds ago, ONIC Philippines secured another objective here. That's the First Lord.
Yeah, no problem whatsoever. No resistance even.
Yeah.
I feel like ONIC is just getting everything on the map for free almost.
Yes, I must admit. About 10 minutes in, 6K ahead. ONIC Philippines definitely in control. But mind you, we saw this in the World Championships. Blacklist has this technique, the rubber band technique, but that was under the command of the Queen. We'll see how much they retained of that here. This time around, 10 minutes in, Lord marching down through mid, bottom lane, gonna get taken down by Marky and that cart. And now they've synchronized it very well. Top lane a little behind, but bombs away for OHEB. They're going to crash down into this mid lane inhibitor. That's going to be the wave cleared out. And, of course, defended well. ONIC Philippines not going to force the issue.
You know what's scary here, Leo, is ONIC is not doing anything special. They're just doing normal, like, Mobile Legends here. This is what they usually do.
Step by
There's
step.
nothing new here.
Yep.
But Blacklist just struggling on every front.
Yep. Oh, they're starting up already. The artillery has dropped, but Edward answers back with an "I'm offended." He gets kicked back behind enemy lines. ONIC takes him down, eating him. The wolves are hungry. Delarski jumping in. It's time to slam. If you're gonna jam. Oh, hit! Blast him with a face full of lead. It's worth it, though. 1-for-1, plus that inhibitor up top. ONIC happy to walk away.
Why ONIC Philippines won that fight? Blacklist International doesn't have enough damage. We've seen that earlier. 3-man I'm offended setup from Edward, but not enough damage. Blacklist International tried. Haji even tried to use his glooms, but Oheb, Kevier, not prepared. And with that, ONIC Philippines instantly punishes Blacklist International with their overextension. And they're the one who's playing aggressive. Look at this. Look at the items here. Hatred. Again, Cuirass, and also another item here, another Radiant Armor, preventing any kind of magic burst from Haji, disabling all the members of Blacklist International. Even Kevier here cannot dish out that much physical damage. But one of the things that I want to point out here is look at the item of Marky, the gold laner of ONIC Philippines. 005 with a mystery shop, Genius 1, Berserker's Fury, and also Nice Queen 1, plus the Holy Crystal. Man, I can't imagine that the damage that Marky can dish out to the members of Blacklist International if they get out of position.
Yeah, this itemization for Marky, he doesn't even need to get those kills. Like, he's already on to the end game here, at least for the Kimi, and you cannot tank this out straight up. It's gonna take everything in Essence Arsenal to keep these guys alive when Marky is throwing those pearls,
Yeah.
My friend,
I was
The milk tea pearls.
the milk tea. What do you call that? Boba.
Boba.
Bobas.
Depends on the skin. It depends on the skin. But just as we mentioned about 6-7 minutes ago, it's the same story. There's a lot that Blacklist have to do to be able to break through what ONIC is trying and has continually been doing. They've grown this lead to about 7K, about maybe 8K if you're counting right. And they took that Luminous Lord so quickly, and they're still just continuing to choke out Kevier of these very precious and important resources in his own jungle. I was just about to say, all right, you guys started talking about what the Kimi is doing. It's been a while since we last checked in on Oheb. All right, he almost got something good
There you
in
go.
that top lane assault. He has a Malefic Roar,
Malefic Roar.
but it's so easy for Delarski to just come in. Oh, not even just Delarski. Kyrie as well. Look at the damage.
Oh my goodness.
We mentioned the 3 dudes. The last 3 dudes we were talking about. They're top 4, top 5.
Yeah, Kyrie is just in no. There's no problem for backline access here for Kyrie at all. Like, he has no fear, no hard crowd control here for Blacklist.
Conceal play here by Hatred. Oh! He gets bursted down by Kevier. Haji taken down here by Boloyski, Edward goes down as well. Top lane taken care of by the Lord. They're going to divert down the bottom lane. Inhibitor going to fall here. Just like that, it's a 2-on-2 from top to bottom. ONIC Philippines, the assault, the demolition. The finish is upon us, ladies and gentlemen. It's just a matter of time. Only Kevier here left to defend. Game 1, 14 minutes, goes over to ONIC Philippines.
Man, that last missile hit like a nuke.
Yeah,
I gotta
exactly,
say.
man.
And
They just instantly popped that maximum charge. The ultimate of Kimi just automatically forced Estes to pop his ultimate.